In today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you how I've made this elegant vector illustration of a horse from sketching to final vector. Let's go. So the first step is sketching. In this illustration, I've made the sketch on two steps. The first step is a very loose sketch, and I've used a Photoshop brush that mimics the strokes of a regular graphite pencil. I don't usually use this brush. I normally use my regular round sketching brush, but I was very enthusiastic about this illustration, so I decided to take it gradually using these two steps. So here I'm drawing the jawline, and I'm just basically blocking out the main shapes, sketching the eye here, and then I move to the neck. And then I realized that the muzzle is too long, so I've selected this part and tried to adjust it by making it shorter. And here I'm trying to figure out the right perspective of the nostrils, and I intentionally exaggerated the curves a little bit. The ears weren't properly defined at this point, so I went back and erased some parts and redrew them. And here I'm mapping the general flow of the hair and the general shapes of the hair strands. I still wasn't satisfied with the length of his muzzle, so I've experimented with some options. At this point, the initial rough sketch was finished, so I've separated it on its own layer, decreased its opacity and changed its color, and began to draw or trace the final refined sketch. And in this phase, I'm using my regular round sketching brush. In addition to deciding on the final shapes and enhancing the lines of the rough sketch, I actually add more details like the hair strands and the shadows and highlights areas. Sometimes it's hard to draw certain curves from certain angles, so it's really beneficial to hold the R key and rotate the canvas to be able to draw the curve more easily. And this is the final sketch. The next step is tracing. I export the sketch from Photoshop to Illustrator, put it on its own layer, decrease its opacity, and start to trace on top of it using the mighty calligraphy brush tool. And of course I'm using a pressure sensitive graphics tablet. This allows me to draw these lines with varying width. What's so handy about this technique is that I'm using vector brush strokes, so I can always go back and adjust the lines using the different anchor points and handles on the strokes. Isn't this so satisfying to watch? The name Whimsy Trickles was actually inspired by the line quality of my art. These flowing liquid lines that resemble water trickles. After this, I select all the strokes, and from the object menu, I turn them into outlines. And these are also solid vector shapes that you can manipulate however you like. And at this point, I'm making minor adjustments to the different shapes and basically cleaning the illustration by joining the different lines and cleaning the areas at which these lines merge. To do this, I mainly use the direct selection tool, the delete anchor point tool, and occasionally the smooth tool. And the final step is coloring. And for this, I use the shape builder tool. Once I settle on the final color palette, I create the different shapes using this tool. And finally, we have pure equine elegance. Thank you so much for watching this video. To help me continue bringing you valuable content, please take a moment to like and subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned and see you in the next video.